In the news this week, a teacher from a school where 17 children want to change gender speaks out. Gambling ads are fueling addiction in young people. And a woman speaking up about her pro-life views after she was raped is targeted by abortion activists. Hello. A school teacher has voiced serious concerns over the sharp rise in children changing their gender identity. Working in a school where 17 pupils want to change gender, she said that many of the children undergoing transition have autistic traits or are struggling with mental health problems. One 16-year-old girl is preparing to have a double mastectomy. The teacher believes that many are being groomed into life-changing actions by their peers. They are just young people with mental health problems who have found an identity and want to be part of a group of like-minded people. A recent report revealed that more than 1/3 of children referred to the NHS gender clinic have autistic traits. The MP, David Davies, said it is horrendous that children are being encouraged by other pupils to identify as transgender. The Gambling Commission has warned the gambling industry that its advertising is putting young people at serious risk of addiction. Its recent report revealed that the number of children classed as problem gamblers has doubled in the last year. The report also showed that 450,000 school children bet an average of £16 every week. The Christian Institute first warned of the damaging effects of deregulation in 2005. Campaigners now agree that constant exposure to gambling adverts fuels addiction and normalises betting among young people.
I can see the danger of there being a genuine epidemic in this country, which I think is brought about because of young people going online, playing games, and increasingly the number of people playing games which have loot boxes, which means they can use money and do things like that.
Policymakers need to look at what's changed in the last 5-10 years that's led to this doubling of gambling addicts among 11 to 16-year-olds. And actually, you know, we're quite unique as a country. We've always let children gamble at seaside amusements. That's been going on for years. What's changed in the last 5 years is advertising and social games and loot boxes. And it's the advertising and the normalisation of gambling. The children now think gambling is a part of watching sport, an integral part of watching sport.
They give the mobile phone, parents give the mobile phone to children too young.
Yeah.
So they then can access everything, and that's what leads to the addiction.
A woman who shared her powerful testimony after being raped and choosing life has been targeted by online abortion activists. Since appearing on a video talking about her decision not to abort her now 3-year-old son, Jennifer Christie has received a stream of abuse.
And it's this people group who I'm talking about, the conceived in rape, who are targeted, it seems, for eradication. This doesn't make sense to me, because the Supreme Court has already decided that for a rapist to be punished with death is considered cruel and unusual punishment. And yet somehow we are okay with killing the children, who were not even in existence at the time the crime was committed. A woman at her most broken needs hope and help and love and people rallying around her. She does not need violence on top of violence, tragedy on top of tragedy.
Abortion activists targeted her by sharing shocking videos depicting rape and the mutilation of women. They also sent a video of strobe lighting in an attempt to trigger her photosensitive epilepsy. And finally, the BBC has rejected the latest attempt by secular humanists to have atheist views heard on Thought for the Day. In a letter to Director General Tony Hall, Humanists UK said excluding non-religious voices from the religious slot was unfair. But the BBC said the format serves a distinct purpose and does not need changing. The Christian Institute's Kieran Kelly responded to the news.
There's precious little religious content on the BBC as it stands. The bulk of what it produces is secular humanist by design. That's not just in their news output like the Today programme, that's across what they produce in drama and in their comedies. So if anyone is being marginalised by the BBC, it's Christians and Christianity. It's certainly not humanists.
Well, that's all for this week. For more information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.